Excellent performance from Tyson Fury, knocking out Dylan Whyte in sixth round with a one-hand uppercut. You probably know that already, but this video is about what should Tyson Fury do next? Should he retire? And it looks like just after the fight happened in Wembley Stadium in the UK, he looks like he has given a hint that he might just retire. Let's talk about my reaction of the fight and what could happen next. And Ngannou in the picture. If you know MMA, you know this guy. Are they fighting?
Powcast Sports. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.
So I have to wake up early for this. In the Philippines, the main event for UK boxing is about 5 a.m. So it starts about 1 a.m. and I couldn't really watch that early, so I'm just gonna watch the replay. But I was in time for the Tyson Fury versus Dylan Whyte fight main event, and I saw the festivity, the event. Man, oh man, 94,000 people. That's what they said. It looks like it's really a lot. And from the weigh-in to the post-interview, it was all a big event. I mean, Tyson Fury always had an extravagant entrance, and this one was no exception. Man, the Gypsy King, still the king, still undefeated, improving now to 32 wins with one draw. Will that record continue in pro boxing? That will be something that we'll be talking about. But let me just tell you, man, Dylan Whyte did his very best. He was aggressive. He was coming in. He was going after Tyson Fury each and every round. I was going to the body. He was hitting Tyson Fury with a few good shots, but Tyson Fury was just too smart, too good, and he was able to use his boxing skill. So that actually is what set him apart from a lot of boxers in the heavyweight division. I mean, as big of a guy as he is, and he can box, he can move around his head, and he can take a punch as well. So there was a moment that he was clinching, he was just moving out, and the jab straight, the jab check hook, as what he said. What's funny about this? What's good about this? Not funny, but what's good about this is that Tyson Fury and his coach, who he give credit for making him one of the biggest puncher or the biggest puncher in the heavyweight division, Sugar Hill Stewart. Um, he was talking about the plan, and that plan really worked perfectly. And the plan was jab, check, hook. So he was waiting for Dylan White to react to that, and went down and moved his head down, and that's what when it happened in round number six, where Dylan White received an uppercut after a jab, and that put him down for good. He was trying to stand up, but he just couldn't stand up properly. And the referee, Mark Lyson, did the right thing to stop the fight. He was wobbly. He's just gonna get finished. He's gonna get further hurt. Tyson Fury was saying that the referee did a good job, and yeah, I believe so. And after that, Tyson Fury, of course, very happy, sang American Pie with with the fans. What a show! What a showman, Tyson Fury. To be honest with you, I don't want to see him retire. I want to see him fight. But after after the fight, he talked about a promise to the wife, Paris, and his retirement was supposedly after the Wilder fight, the third fight, and this was just an extension. So he was asked if this is gonna be his last fight, and they said, this would be a great time to hang up the gloves or something like that in front of his hometown, in front of 94,000 people with a knockout. But here's the thing: there's a lot of there's one fight at least that is certainly of interest from many boxing fans, which is the fight of Usyk or Joshua, whoever is the winner. But Usyk really is the fight that a lot of people has been talking about just after that one. Even though he said about he talked about retiring, I mean, people talking about already his next fight. Here's the thing, I've said this already. of course, as a boxing fan, we want to see great boxers, boxers such as Tyson Fury continue to fight until he can't, which is mostly what's happening in the boxing. As a boxer, if you're good, it's just hard to retire. Especially if you're winning. And most boxers, they retired when they start losing, or well, when they can't fight. Tyson Fury has a very big decision here to make. But in boxing, you're not really retired until you really can't fight, because we've seen boxers who said that they're retiring, and then coming back to boxing after a couple of years, after a year, after. And so we don't really know. But the the fight with Usyk, or the undisputed fight, which is something that is being talked about right now by boxing analysts around the world, that if he wants to claim being the best of the best and one of the best in the heavyweight, then he must get that. But really, the true success for me is the for Tyson Fury is that if he feels that he's done enough, he doesn't need the money. I mean, he can just quit on his own terms, and it's again, it's hard to do that, especially when the money is really big and the offer is big. But at 33 years old, he has proven a lot. He's undefeated, and I mean, being undefeated in boxing is unfortunately, and I have to say this, is something that people look up to in boxing. It's such a big accomplishment if you stay undefeated until the end of your career, regardless of who you fight. You're gonna get a lot of respect. So the question is, what do you think, guys? The Filipino boxing fans or boxing fans around the world, should Tyson Fury retire? Should he give it a one more shot against Usyk or Joshua or whoever holds the other belts in the heavyweight division? My name is Pao Salu. Thank you very much for tuning in, and let me know what you think in the comment section. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you again.
Powcast Sports. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.